Welcome to Getting to Know You. I'm your host, Eliza Gutierrez. Today's guest is Miss Bergen Vargas. Welcome, Miss V.
Hi.
Get to know you.
Great. I'm Miss Bergen Vargas. I've been teaching at the U for 2 years now. I've been a teacher for 2 years. And this year I'm teaching SIT Math.
Okay. Where are you from?
I am from Ciudad Nezahualcóyotl in Mexico, in the state of Mexico.
Okay.
We just call it Neza for short because that's a mouthful for sure.
Got it. How and why did you get into education?
It started off of the joke as my partner telling me, "Hey, you could be a teacher," and I was like, "Yeah, sure." And I said, "I'm just gonna apply for funds," and I applied, and I got the job here, and it has been what I've wanted to do ever since.
Okay, so it was just kind of like destiny.
Yeah, I mean, I started off in college as an elementary major, teacher. And I observed one second grade class, and I realized little kids are not for me.
Got it.
Yeah.
You just don't have the patience for them, or?
Yeah, it's mainly like the tattletaling like constantly.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
no, I'm not built for that.
Okay. What are some of your favorite hobbies?
I love camping. We just picked up camping, so my family and I, we go camping at least once a month. We've got another trip coming up this weekend to McKinney Falls. I really like to play Pokemon in my free time.
Okay.
I've gotten into opening like the card packs and seeing if I get good ones or not. Really, if they're just cute, they're good enough for me. And then, honestly, that's kind of it. I don't really, oh, I like to paint. Yeah, I paint on the side also.
Okay. What was the biggest attraction for working at university?
Oh, dude, the culture. Like,
Yeah.
at my previous job, I would come here and visit with a group of students during for like 45 minutes and talking to them about relationships and like what a healthy relationship is. And every time I visited here, as opposed to the other two schools, like there was just an energy here that was just really, really like positive and great, and like there was always like just really great vibes. The kids were wonderful, and so when I was picking what schools to apply to, this was my number one pick. And so, and like ever since then, when I've been working here and meeting all my students, you were one of mine, like that same energy has just carried on every year, and it's been great.
Got it. What is the best advice you've ever received from a teacher?
It doesn't matter if you're perfect at what you're doing, it just matters if you're enjoying what you're doing. And I think it's really hard to not get caught up in having everything be perfect and like having a plan and this is what I'm gonna do, and it doesn't always work out how you want it to work out. And it really just matters, like, are you giving it your best and are you enjoying the process? Because at the end of the day, what's gonna happen and what's meant for you is gonna happen. And so it might not be exactly what you're planning out, but it's what's meant for you.
What advice would you give to incoming freshmen?
1, go to class. 2, try in class. And 3, as long as you're trying, the teachers see the effort, and freshman year really is what you make of it. It can be really great and a positive, wonderful experience, or it can go the other way. And it really just depends on your attitude, and having a great attitude and coming into school every day being like, this is gonna be a great day, I'm gonna make it a great day and hope others have a great day, just really sets the tone for every day of your life in high school.
Got it. Would you say that also you have had to like have that same mindset?
Oh, 100%.
As a teacher?
100%. There are, students aren't the only ones that go like, man, I gotta go to U. I gotta go to the U. Sometimes like teachers have things going on in our lives just like y'all do. And we're like, man, it might be hard to wake up and get out of bed in the mornings, but it really is what you make of it. And if I know I'm gonna go in and have a great day and I'm gonna make it better than the last, like it ends up being a great day. So it's just really is, it's all about mindset.
Okay. What about graduating seniors? What advice would you give them?
I would say, again, you can have a plan and it might not work out and it might work out. And you don't know what route life is gonna take you until you start going there. Like you might go into college saying, man, I'm gonna go in and I'm gonna be a nursing major, like I wanna go into nursing and do all this and that. You might get in there and you might see, you know, whatever in your nursing residency, and you might be like, man, this isn't for me. And it's never too late to maybe go, I want to go into the workforce, which is perfectly fine. You know, college isn't for everyone. You might go into workforce, you might go into the military, you might go to college. Kind of whatever you decide to do, just always go in with that mindset of like, I'm representing myself and I want to put my best foot forward. And as an adult, remember, just like we teach you how every action has a consequence, as an adult, it's the same thing. And just learn from your mistakes. You're going to make mistakes. You're going to keep learning. Even as an adult, I'm still making mistakes and learning. And it really just is like restart, refresh every day. Make sure you drink water, eat well, take care of yourself mentally and physically, and just make it the best.
Could you describe the community here at university?
I think the community here at university is high energy, positive. It's like the energy is tangible. You can feel the energy wherever you go here. And really it is like, you might see different groupings of students or like whatever, but you can tell like just how much each student cares about each other when you see them interacting. And it really is that mindset of like, I've got you, you've got me, and we're gonna keep doing what we're doing, so.
Got it. What is your greatest moment in education?
I think my greatest moment in education is that moment a student tells me they understand it. I think hearing students tell me they finally understand something that's been really hard, or they're like, man, I just didn't get it until now, but knowing that they're understanding it and seeing that like look of like, oh my God, this is great, like I actually like this, is honestly one of the most rewarding things for me.
How would you say that being a teacher changed your life, or at least changed your perspective of life?
I think it reminds me to take a moment to just breathe. And I think being a teacher, like you get pulled in every single direction. You know, somebody has a question over here, somebody over here really needs to tell you that they have to go to the bathroom, somebody over here is like, hey, he has his phone. And it's just being pulled in different directions and just remembering to take a moment and breathe and know that like I need to have compassion for others. Mm-hmm. And because, you know, maybe like a kid comes in and he puts his head down and they might not say they're having a rough day, but they could be having a rough day, and it's not immediately going after the kid and being like, hey, put your head up, like, what are you doing? It's just knowing to be like, hey, maybe they're having a rough day and that's fine, and you give them a moment to just calm down and like de-stress and everything, and just learn to be like, if things aren't moving perfectly along, like in my lesson that I have planned out, because this one person isn't doing this, or maybe they are doing something that's completely off script, it's just take a moment, breathe, and know that it's fine. Mm-hmm. Like you don't have to have everything the way you planned it.
Got it.
Yeah.
You don't have to have everything figured out.
You will never have everything figured out in life. You will never have it all figured out. Every day is a new opportunity to learn something about anything.
Got it.
And maybe you like find a piece of a puzzle that you didn't have before. And so now you're like, okay, like now that I know this, I need to do this instead. So you're never gonna have everything figured out.
That's all the time we have for today's episode of Getting to Know You. Thank you again to Ms. Bergen Vargas, and we'll see you on the next episode.